Coming to you from Homebrew Studios, it's Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour with your hosts, Bob Katie
and John Picarillo
and Jay Schmidt.
And Chris and Tom from 151.
Here at Bob himself.
Welcome to episode 151 of Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
Welcome aboard, folks. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Benviendos, or however they say it in some other language.
Where's Greg?
There's a bend over.
Oh, there's Greg.
There's Greg.
There's Greg.
Flat Greg.
Flat Greg is here.
Hey, Greg.
We got Flat Greg this week.
We postponed this one too many times.
Too many snowstorms.
One too many nor'easters.
3 in a row.
I think we've had enough of that.
Goddamn
Ready
ridiculous.
for spring.
We're goddamn ridiculous.
Again?
Don't say a fucking word to me. I'll get up and I'll bury this telephone in your head.
Am I the only one that's not hearing things right?
What?
I'm not hearing anything in my headphones.
Aha! See, you needed a good test run.
Oh,
Jiggling it. You see, sometimes you just got to jiggle it.
Just jiggle it.
Jiggle it.
that's weird.
Play with it.
Stroke it, John.
Nope, it cut out again. That's weird.
Well, you actually hear it.
Okay,
So you
there
have
we
to
go.
touch it
Okay.
just right.
You had to touch it just right.
Don't say a fucking word to me.
Okay,
I'll get up
now
and
I'm
I'll bury
good.
this telephone in your head.
Just don't move.
No sudden.
What is that from?
Stay right there.
Midnight Run.
Okay.
What's his face? You know, with the mustache there, the played the mafia guy in Midnight
Is that
Run.
Dennis Freeman?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
Dennis Farine. You go sit down and have a fucking cream soda there, Sydney. Before I get up and bury this fucking phone in your head.
When we were texting, I think it was today, it reminded me, I haven't heard the drop of boomstick in a long time. I guess we used it a lot more when I was using the boomstick in
Yeah.
the yard on the regular.
But that did come out today, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Look, you don't even know if it's there anymore, do you? He wants to touch something so bad.
Don't say a fucking word to me. I'll get up and I'll bury this telephone in your head.
Is it a old style telephone or is it a cell phone?
It was an old style telephone.
Well, that'd hurt.
Nice heavy one.
So some of these new phones might hurt too.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
He's
It's
not
made
a
with
fool.
ceramic and titanium, and it will hurt.
Any of that type of shit will hurt. Obviously, this is episode 151. We tried to have all of 151 and Jay here at the same time, but obviously there's something cosmic in the universe that does not want to have us all in one place.
Yep.
Maybe and do a podcast. Although we were all at the gig Saturday.
That's
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
We should have just stopped and had a podcast right there.
Done it right there. Yeah. Sometimes that's why you got to do it.
Sorry, everybody, just stop. We're gonna have a podcast.
Yep. No more music.
Keep it down at the bar over there.
Yeah.
Try to do a podcast.
Trying to do a podcast.
A little intimate podcast.
Oh, we do have surprises. I just remembered, though.
Okay.
Yeah. You did it.
I did what?
I'm not going to, I can't say until it's time, but you have
What
some
is it?
special treats for us, don't you? Sound wise? Candy for the ears?
No, because Greg
Son of a
wasn't,
bitch.
because Greg wasn't here, and I didn't want it to not. We have
Jesus
flat Greg, but not
Christ.
3D Greg.
Oh, that was good.
Fuck.
Next.
I'm
next
trying to pick
time.
a couple of them. A couple of my top ones there. I've got way too many beverage choices today.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you just kiss my left nut?
I wanted to use that at work the other day. I thought that would go over real well.
You mean
John
yesterday or
Picarillo
every
to
day?
HR, please. John Picarillo to HR.
John Picarillo, wait courtesy phone. John Picarillo, wait courtesy phone.
Why's it got to be white?
Yeah, it's racist.
It
He
is.
didn't get the drop for that.
Me while I whip this out.
Keep Bob on his toes.
I know. Jesus, too many. Too many.
Is that the clown one?
The clown one? No. This is a Burial Huckbill IPA.
See, it's pretty soon I got to get a third iPad. So then I have them all here. And then my brain will explode.
Yeah.
I thought it was really fun when your one was dying and you had to swap them and you were all fucked up because of it. That was fun.
You'll always have a place to drink here, you degenerate scumbag.
I know that.
So we
And
did a
what
little.
you just said there, you crossed the line, buddy.
So we did a little preemptive here before we started recording.
Jay and Tom, I guess great minds think
Oh,
alike.
that too, yeah.
If it was John and somebody else, it'd be degenerate mind. Maybe Chris and John hook up with brains.
Did you
they'll,
bring a dead hooker too? Oh my God!
You brought one too.
Great minds think alike.
Great minds think alike.
Was she Asian?
You bet your ass.
Jay brought us. They both brought us pint glasses, 151 pint glasses. Jay's actually says episode 151, and Tom's has our logo, 151 logo on it, and we're both. Everybody's enjoying that,
That's
except
right.
for Flat Greg because he can't hold one.
Yeah, and I brewed a batch of beer a couple of months ago, and
Yeah.
this is a tasty Imperial Stout here. We
Very tasty, my
Jay already
mom.
killed. Jay was thirsty.
Yes,
The official stout of the Empire.
it is very good.
Yeah.
Jay's a little bit more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed than the last ones he was on.
Yes.
Hey, it didn't sound too
spoke
good.
up.
That was fun watching him suffer.
He suffered for our comedy.
Two days of hard drinking.
I know what
I
it
felt
takes
your
to
pain.
make you suffer.
Yeah.
So I know you worked hard at that.
It was free beer, so.
Yeah, well, you can't really say no.
No, that would be.
Had a little free good beer.
And good beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
free-
That's what was
free
all
good
Wolf's Hollow
beer.
stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, for the most part, but for what I remember.
Ooh. Right.
Yeah, that'll
Lost
get
track
you.
of a little bit of it.
That happens.
Denying free beer is, against all morals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was,
It's just wrong.
great pub crawl.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
It's a great idea, too. I was thinking about it, how much of a great idea, because you got to see great beer in some shabby establishments and great establishments, right? Like,
Yeah, well, yeah.
as far as the way they take care of their taps and stuff like that, because you can
Right.
put great beer through
Right.
crummy taps and
Yeah,
there's
sure.
a difference. So
Right.
it's interesting. I think that was a great idea.
This Saturday, Chris has a dead hooker crawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to start in Amsterdam.
We're
Work my way
going
east.
to Johnstown and Gloversville.
Oh, Gloversville. That you might. Woo, you're gonna hit a lot there.
Who needs meth? Get your meth. Oh, yeah.
That's what we were really
The
doing.
Pied Piper of meth.
That's what we were really doing when we were up there, was scouting the area.
Yeah.
Scouting.
I'll be right back, guys. I left something in my car.
Yeah.
You're titillated, aren't you?
Yep. You're taking over my space, Bob.
And if you're still on the fence, allow me to get you off the fence.
Well, your space keeps enlarging.
See? That's
And then when we get back to the
That's
normal
what happens
table,
when you get close.
and then when we get to the other table, you're going to be back to a smaller section again,
Well,
I know.
unless you suddenly randomly build us a nice big new table.
I like him at the altar, though.
Yeah, I like it too.
The podium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if he starts raising his hand and starts speaking German, we're going to knock that shit off.
Führer.
If you-
If he has enough to drink, he can speak in tongues.
Yeah. Ude, uye, ixpe, igpe, atenle.
Ukfe uye.
Oble, ime. Essay. I could never say ass. How do you say assay in Pig Latin? Assay. I guess that's it.
That's about it.
You're an assay.
You're goddamn right I do. So here come 2 words for you. Shut the fuck up.
What's the matter, Jay?
speaking of German, you ready?
Sure.
Ooh. We're going to need all these glasses by the time y'all get done with this.
Hey.
Now, Chris and I have been carefully nursing our beers.
Either way.
Here, let me clean this up. Are we rating?
Yeah.
I don't have cards.
Doesn't matter. I have cards.
I have cards.
Where's it from? Wolf's Hollow?
Yeah.
It's a 5.
I just went
It's a
easy.
5. It's a 5.
Full solid
This
automatic
was-
5.
Well, while Jay's pouring,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
do have the pouring noise. Those suds pouring. I
Grazie.
was still monkeying around with stuff. And, well, Tom had poured it before we started. So,
Yeah.
but let's do this while we're waiting.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at Bob and John's Podcast at gmail.com, on Buzzsprout.com and iTunes, or
At Usen Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Facebook Live.
And on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page of Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour, also on Untapped at Jay's Brew and Brewmaster Pick.
That's right.
And for all your 151 needs, go to 151online.com. We've got gigs we got 2 gigs coming up. One on March 31st at I always forget where that
City
one's at.
Sports Grill in Clifton Park, I believe.
Thank you, Tom.
I saw the picture that you posted. It's a pretty sexy looking place.
Oh, actually, Greg posted that, and I just shared it.
Oh, well.
And what's the one on April 28th in Mechanicville? Is
Oh, I can't remember.
Our place.
Our place,
Ooh.
bar and
Yeah.
grill, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Chris with a save.
Yes.
Hey, look at
What?
it. We all can think. We can all get this together with one brain here.
Yeah. Well, that's why we do it.
I mean, we've played how many different places now in the last, like 6-8 months,
I just know
We've
what
been on
town they're
terror.
in. I don't know their names.
Like, that place with the thing.
The place with the thing that we went and played at. That thing.
They had beer there.
Yeah.
Hey, there's sheets if you need one.
Thank you.
If we're
Thank
going to bother.
I did find a spare, but I'll keep this
All
up
right.
here. Uh-oh.
If we're going to bother.
What?
Nothing. I heard a jiggle. Shimmy, shimmy. Probably you, not me. Okay, what do we got here, Jay?
This is called Dunkel on My Mind.
Ooh.
Hey, boys!
It is a Dunkelweizen, a rare German beer style from Wolf Hollow, of course. I just kept it simple this week.
Dunkelweizen?
Yeah.
Weiss.
Dunkelweiss.
Yeah, I had it several times.
Song?
Aren't Weissen or whatever?
Well, it's a wheat beer, but this is a dark wheat beer. Usually,
Hence
you'll
the
see
Dunkel name, yeah.
you'll see a Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
Which this is the same. You're going to get the same banana and clove scent and flavor from it.
My nose isn't on today, so
But you'll definitely going to get the banana off
I'm
it
having a hard time smelling.
when you
My-
taste it. It's heavy banana.
Usually when John pulls back, he's got like the
Yeah, no, it gets right on there.
Little froth on the.
Get a little too close.
But they just kind of decided off the cuff to throw one of these together, and it is really good.
A full batch, or was it?
It is
cast?
really good.
Yeah, no, it's a full
batch?
full off batch, but I don't know how long it's going to be around. So
You
I
got a-
decided I would grab this.
Percentage?
Yeah, I'll grab it.
You already checked it in?
I've checked it in a couple times. It's
Oh, so I don't have to wait for you.
no. I'm just going to pull up the
Drink it up.
details. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's delicious. I wish my nose was right and I could smell it.
I wish my nose was right.
It's been running all day. I told Bob that. He goes, "Well, we'll go catch it." That's not what I meant.
Boom.
Yeah, it's
That's why I got secret tissues under the table.
Secret.
Does it look like I'm
Oh,
doing
we were
dirty
wondering if
things?
that was for something else.
Are those happy tissues or sad tissues?
You would have an enormous Schwanzstücke.
It's going to be very popular.
I'm touching myself tonight.
It hurts.
That's why he likes the pug.
Yeah.
It hurts.
He's
I've
actually
been
not
blocked.
wearing pants.
I know. See,
Hey, Peter, it's 7 o'clock and you've still got your pants on.
what's the occasion?
That's the secret tissues.
That's the secret tissues. That's what the occasion is. He has secret tissues.
So it's 5.4%.
Oh,
nice and light for you.
Not gonna knock my ass out.
No slap and pickle.
Looking for a little slap and pickle.
Look for a little slap and pickle. Yeah, I saw that was they put that on Netflix again. Beer Fest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got to watch that.
I guess we do.
This weekend we'll have to break that out and watch that.
Yeah.
That's always good to revisit.
I haven't seen that in forever. That was an awesome
That
movie.
IPA?
It's great.
Absolutely.
All right.
Looking for a little slap and pickle.
Change gears and go from
He ends
Imperial
up
Stout
with
to
that
an
really
IPA.
ugly woman.
Oh, it is Beer Fest this weekend. We celebrate St. Patrick's Day this weekend in my family's house. I don't know what day it is. Sunday?
Saturday.
That was it? Oh, so we're on the real day we're going to celebrate.
On the real deal day.
I got a really cool hat. The only problem is it's a little feminine. Like, it would look really good on a girl. But I'm going to wear it.
Oh, my muffins are ready.
It's a green, like,
I wish I was Beyonce.
cowboy kind of hat, but it's because it's green and sparkly. I think it
Well,
would
if
look better on a girl.
if you wear that and your assless chaps at the bar, maybe you'll get lucky.
Oh, you bet your ass I will.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's right. Yesterday was Tom's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Or actually, this is going out on Friday, so Monday was Tuesday was Tom's birthday.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I am dyslexic 25 now.
Dyslexic 20.
I think you said that in the microphone at the gig, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I love to watch everybody's face because there's only usually maybe one that gets it or catches it, but when you say pull the panties down,
We all did that. we're all on the
yeah, but I'm watching others.
caught it.
Oh no,
You know what I mean?
But I'm saying me, him, and Greg all hit that last
Well,
one.
I'm saying when I'm looking at what the people's reactions, there's always at least one that
Did they?
totally. Yeah,
Did somebody get it?
One of the older guys that was into the music. Yeah,
I enjoy that very much.
Well,
Got
it's
some
still
nice serious floral hops to it, huh?
Yeah. Wow. Got good ratings. I don't know. Like I said, I've never had it. It just went by the ratings purely. So
Oh, is that the gluten free?
gluten-free IPA from Belgium.
Still got great mouthfeel, and
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the hops are right there. And
Mouthfeel?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that sounded dirty.
I am not gay, senor. You just make me do gay things.
Good.
good, yeah.
Good.
Brew is flowing today.
I know. Look at there's hops and shit flying everywhere.
I try as many gluten-free beers as I can, and
Yeah.
you know, I mean, some of them are good, and some of them are clunkers. This is really good.
Good.
I like it.
tried to
I
get
appreciate it.
something- Yeah. Good. Tried to get something different that was.
Who makes that? Google? Is there a Google on the front?
They're into beer now.
Why not? They're in the fucking everything else. Jesus Christ. We're going to be living in a Google Apple world.
Yeah.
Greens.
Yeah, just
greens.
heard
Yeah.
a
Except the funny
story.
thing is,
That-
I try to use
Wait,
Google Drive app
That felt good.
on here, and I try to put it on my big television through my Apple TV, and it fucking won't do. Gives me problems.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Little bastards.
All that infighting between them.
I know.
Yep.
Jeez. So who's going to come and buy them all up? Buy both of them up and make
Amazon.
one big. Amazon's the one that's just going to breathe down their neck and buy them all. We're going to live in an Amazon world.
Like Earth is the name of Earth will change to Amazon.
And for the right price, you can get it overnight or for Amazon with Amazon Prime.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's going to be like a caste system, or like Amazon Prime people are like the elites. And then like
Well, I've been a member for a while now.
5-day
Yeah,
shipping.
I know. I have too.
Me too.
The 5-day shipping people are like, you know, like the scum of the earth. Like, they're like begging for fucking good shipping.
Please, sir.
You do 5-day shipping.
I had to wait a whole week and a half.
I had to wait a week and a half for my package.
Do you have any spare change?
They have the velvet.
My family is starving now.
There's the velvet rope that says Prime members only.
It's like segregated bathrooms still. Dad, son, that's the Prime bathroom. We're not allowed to go in there. Dad, are we ever going to get to the Prime bathroom, Dad?
And they own Whole Foods now, and then they'll buy Save a Lot, and that's where all the
Well,
people
they
with
just
the 5-day
bought.
shipping will go.
They just. Did you hear the story? The guy who Ring doorbell there. They do it an hour all the time. Like in 2013, he went on Shark Tank, and he had like 8 employees, but they were working out of his garage, and they were kind of going under. And they all passed on him.
No
because he was
shit.
just looking for $700,000 to stay afloat.
Just to buy into it.
So so they all passed on it. He went and raised the money himself, and now he's selling to Amazon for $1.2 billion.
Holy shit.
Because he was a different name.
700,000 would have been good.
Same product, but it was a different name when he went on Shark Tank, and then when he got the $700,000, he rebranded it as Ring. And now he's selling that to
$1 billion?
Amazon for 1.2. Don't forget the 0.2, $2 million. That's
significant.
Yeah.
Or I should say 200 million.
What do you think?
I like it.
You like it?
Yep.
Very smooth, drinkable.
I know there's
Tasty
something
beers all around.
I know there's something there that it would enhance the flavor if I could smell it.
The banana.
The banana, yeah.
The banana.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Because I can.
There's a lot of banana, but you have your.
I can sense it, but it's not.
Yeah.
I know it would be stronger if I could smell.
Cough to the cold.
The banana. Hey,
No.
Can I take a whiff? I won't put my nose in it. I just want to see if I can smell banana. No, I can't. I can only smell hops. I can only smell beer.
I can only spell John's balls.
Both sets in here if my thighs will let me.
Yeah, so you're going to have to help me on the aroma.
Smells great.
Smells great. Less filling.
Man, I'm burping up a storm from these beers.
It happens.
Mr. Gas over here.
I know. At least it's coming out that end.
If burping and farting, if we ever wrangle that gaseous stuff into vehicles, Tom's going to drive for free forever.
He's gluten free, but he's not gas free.
No, he's not.
For sure. I'm that Cards Against Humanity card I was talking about earlier, the gassy antelope.
Gassy antelope. All right, so let's do. We have a top 3, as we did with the last time we had so many people here, because doing the top 10, we'd be here till like next Thursday. That would be like forever. And our top 3. Now, what should we do? Should we go through our 3 and then I'll discuss the list, or should we do it the other way around? Let's go through.
Let's go through them and see if we capture any of the same things or not.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So, top 3 70s hard rock hits, songs, whatever you want to put it. It's Access TV has a show called the Top 10, and they put together these lists. Usually rock lists, me and John usually sit there and go have painful faces while we're watching it, yell at the screen Sunday nights.
That's bullshit.
Around 11:30, going fuck that, and this list is going to get the juices flowing. I can tell you.
They usually do pretty good, like their first 5.
Yeah, they usually have ones that you're like okay, and then like this one went like 10, 9, 8. You're going well, I wonder what's going to be, and then you find the rest. You're like to most of them. But since Jay asked to go last, we'll start with Chris. Your
For
top
number
3.
All right, 3. I'll do Sweet Emotion.
Nice.
Yeah. That's on my big list.
2. I'll do Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy.
Ooh, yeah.
And 1. I'll do More Than a Feeling by Boston.
Hey,
good calls. Good calls.
And I will just state no Boston on their list.
What?
Yes.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
It's un-American.
This is bullshit.
Well, there's a couple that I thought blurred the lines of what a hard, what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then...
They screw that up when they say,
Yeah, because I had trouble with the word hits. I'm like, well, does that mean that it had to chart? But
or is
then
it
you
just
started
like a classic song?
Yeah, I think they should have been better if they went songs, because hits didn't... When you look at the list afterwards, you're like, no, a lot of these didn't even make it.
Top 50 or something.
Yeah, and picking 3 is really hard, but...
It's very hard. Yeah.
Your 3 are definitely one of them is on my 3, and the other 2 probably would have been on if we did a top 10.
Nice.
Yeah, because doing 3 with that, the
very difficult.
70s especially, is hard.
Yeah, that was a good decade there.
Yeah, it was.
Good shit.
Yeah. But there were ones that kind of split where you go hard rock hits because you take like a band like Fleetwood Mac.
Right, they're not hard rock.
They're not hard rock, they're very pop, you know what I mean? They're pop, but they're not pop, you know what I mean? They're still rock.
Yeah.
So that's a fine line in that.
Yeah, it gets blurry there.
Tom's writing stuff.
Yeah.
You're good. John, your top 3?
My number 3 was More Than a Feeling.
Nice.
Yeah.
I knew Boston was going to hit John's list.
Well, I think you're going to be surprised because by shackling me to 3 really kind of makes it kind of weird.
Well, it'd take us forever.
Yeah.
So for number 2, I went with Highway Star.
Nice.
Wow, you went Deep Purple, huh?
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, yep.
Who was the singer on Highway Star?
That was Ian
Gillan?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get that one into the rotation.
Was that Mach 2 or Mach 3?
That was Mach 2.
Yeah.
Mach 2?
Yeah.
That fucking song is awesome.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Oh, the Chickenfoot version.
Chickenfoot does a great
Yes.
version.
Yeah, that version
Might
on
be a
YouTube
little
with
lengthy
Chickenfoot.
to play.
It's lengthy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's got to be like 7 minutes.
Oh, it'd be hella a challenge for sure. There's no doubt.
Again, you're wandering into that 2 guitar player playing Richie Blackmore difficult,
Yeah.
And that keyboard solo, is fucking.
Yeah.
I couldn't play that on a guitar.
Meanwhile, you watch the Chickenfoot version. There's just Satriani,
does it.
you know.
Yeah, it's like fuck you, man.
Asshole.
Your number one?
Number one was really hard, but I ended up having to go with a Zeppelin song, so I went with Rock and Roll.
Nice.
I stayed away from Zeppelin
Solid.
because I just with the to pick one.
That's what I said. There's too many.
Yeah, instead of picking one, I picked none because they were too. It was
Exactly.
too hard.
It was a little scramble for me because I'm not sure that one. I was worried about the charting part.
Yeah, well, Zeppelin hardly charted at all.
Right.
so.
That's what I was a little concerned about that one. But hey, I had to make a decision.
Yeah, that was another thing about Access TV's list was that they had bands on there that you're like, oh, all right, but the song they picked was like
the wrong one.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck?
They do that a lot.
You know? Yeah. My number 3 is I'm going School's Out. Alice.
I almost picked that one.
That was on my short list too.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking, was that 72?
It might be.
Yeah, I mean, it's right in that transition of coming from that 60s flower power and all that kind of crap to the, hard rock 70s.
Yeah.
Alice was one of the ones leading the charge there, so I had to put Schools out there.
That's timeless too.
My short list included also I'm 18, which is
Yeah,
I mean that's
we're
just
gonna
a
play that
epic song,
eventually.
too,
That's
yeah.
on our
cool.
big list.
I would like
Alice did a lot in the 70s.
Yeah.
That's really his peak, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, not that he fell off the map or anything, but that was really his
best work.
Yeah. With the Alice Cooper. Well, no, I shouldn't say with the Alice Cooper band because Welcome to My Nightmare and stuff is still.
Yeah, that's still good stuff too.
But yeah, the Bob Ezrin years, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Sweet Emotion.
Nice.
Gotta go. Sweet Emotion is just one of those songs. It's just it's one of those songs of the 70s.
It's on my big list. It's on the big list.
Another short list one for me. Yep.
And what could Bob's number 1 be?
I have a feeling I know.
Okay, Tom.
I'm going to guess one too.
Muskrat Love.
Yes. Yes.
Captain and Toenail.
Summer Breeze.
Summer Breeze.
I thought for sure it'd be Skyrockets in Flight. Afternoon Delight.
What was it? What was that name? What was the name of that band? The
Starlight
Vocal Band.
Starland Vocal Band. Yeah.
Actually, I'm going Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, Gordon Lightfoot. Which, to be honest with you, I can sing that song word for word.
Yeah,
My
I know it, too.
brother was a huge Gordon Lightfoot fan, so I grew up listening to him. Okay, Tom, what is it? Yeah.
And one more thing with Gordon Lightfoot, Richard Jenny did a great bit on that, and he says, and then in the end of the song, it's like, and back on the shores, their wives had no insurance, so their kids turned to drugs and prostitution.
Sometimes I walk in the room and he's got like some of that shit on the speaker, and I'm like, what the fuck is he listening to?
John used to go through this thing like whenever he would hear me listening to something, we're not going to play that. I'm not listening to it to play it. I do like other music.
Oh, we'd drop people in from miles if we played the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
That's a good closing song.
Leave everybody on a positive note, you know?
Yes.
Time to slit your wrist, folks.
Set 1, Gordon Lightfoot. Set 2, James Taylor. And what does Dennis Leary say? James Taylor's the reason I didn't get blown for, the 70s.
Yeah. I was eating granola and going hiking.
And then set 3, John Denver and Glenn Campbell. There we go.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, I guess it's my turn.
Oh, no, I didn't say my number 1. I was waiting for your guess.
But it has
No,
two
you know
S's
what? I'm
in
not
it.
even going to guess.
Oh, come on.
It's got to be something from Zeppelin.
I'm going to say Rock and Roll Night.
I'm going to go with that. Yeah. That's where I was headed. Because I had it. I saw it pop
I already
up on
said I didn't pick any Zeppelin
that's
because it was too hard. It was too difficult. I had to take because I could do it like a top 100 Zeppelin. You know what I mean? It'd be like.
Well, how did you choose
the
the Kiss one then? Because there's more than one Kiss song that would have qualified.
But that's like the anthem.
Yeah, and it's if it's Rock and Roll Night, it's off of Alive, not the studio version, the Alive version.
You know what's funny is my kids know all those songs somehow.
Nice.
Like they know School's Out, they know Rock and Roll All Night. It's fucking timeless, man.
Yeah, because that stuff comes back. It's in commercials now. It's in.
You've raised them well.
Yes,
Yeah,
That's right.
I try.
you say leave the rap and country shit at the door.
Yeah. What is this electronic shit?
When my kid was 5, I had her. We were cruising around in my Mazda RX-7. I had this little CD player that I plugged into the cassette deck in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, with the tape thing?
1984. and we listened to Soundgarden and the Red Hot Chili Peppers and all
Nice.
that kind of stuff. And yeah,
Nice.
so she had a good upbringing. I think.
Oh yeah,
Yes, exactly.
I educated them well too. Kiss, Aerosmith. They don't girls are harder to grab onto Zeppelin. I notice. Like chicks really have to be into music to grab onto Zeppelin.
Yeah.
It's cock rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult because a lot of women I just no Zeppelin I never got
Kind
it.
of like dense.
My wife
like,
loves Zeppelin.
Awesome.
Well, Renee's one of the rare few.
Fucking loves Zeppelin.
Zeppelin.
Renee,
Awesome.
I consider
She, like,
Renee
she can't fucking-
a music head,
She,
a
like-
music
Yeah, she like
more a music aficionado person
she like
because she likes.
sometimes drives me crazy. I'm like, all right, honey. And
Jay's like, I'm never
sometimes,
listening to
you know,
Zeppelin
no,
again.
sometimes I love Zeppelin to death, but like sometimes it's like, all right.
You know what? Some people do that to you.
Sometimes I need a little Zeppelin break.
Yeah, I got to mix it up a little bit.
Jeff did that with Queensryche to me. You did that to me for ZZ Top
Yeah.
for a while there
Yeah.
because you were on
Yeah.
a hardcore ZZ Top round.
Burping,
And until I started
sneezing.
playing ZZ Top, I was just like, I can't listen to ZZ Top again.
No more. No mas.
Yeah.
No mas.
Tom, your top three.
All right. Number 3 here is something I make reference to before a lot of our gigs. Blue Oyster Cult Godzilla.
Go,
I mean, that guitar riff is just so freaking. It's like right there, you know?
No, that's is that, yeah.
Now you got it, Jen. I mean, that's just like I say many times when we're driving to the gig or whatever. You know, we're gonna storm it like Godzilla. So, so number 2, and I think Chris and I were on some similar wavelength. Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Another one. Great guitar riff right
yeah.
there too.
Yeah, if there was a top 10, Thin Lizzy would be. Actually, my favorite Thin Lizzy song is Dancing in the Moonlight.
That's a great song.
That's a great
That's
tune.
an
Yeah.
incredible fucking
Yeah.
bass line, and the guitar leads are so ripping.
That live record they did is just
so good. So
Yeah,
good.
Oh,
so good.
I can't believe you did it! Oh, too good. Too good. Oh. Well, good night.
Phil Lynott, you know, I mean,
He's
the best.
His voice was great, but I mean, his bass playing was always underrated as far as I was concerned, especially considering singing and playing like that. You
Like
know?
he didn't just do root notes; he was like playing like melodic shit. half the
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Yeah.
And one of the best dual guitar bands
Yes,
ever.
like they're like
To me, they rank right up there with like the Alice Cooper band
yep.
type of stuff. Those two, like
Yep.
just twin guitar.
Two
and they just
shit hot
complement
you know.
each other so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Numero uno, Bob, you're gonna like
Wow.
this.
Yeah.
Detroit Rock City.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
I listened to that entire album when I was like probably in 4th, 5th grade, over and over again with my older brother, and I just sunk in, and just something about that song, just because it tells a story and all that, was
Yeah.
just so cool. You know,
That was the first guitar lead I ever learned.
Oh, nice.
Was Detroit Rock City.
That's perfect.
Followed by a Whole Lot of Love. Those are my first two like lead. Yeah. I can still play that today. You know, I sometimes I don't play it for years, and then I'll just play it, and I know the whole. I still know the whole fucking thing. It's like ingrained in my head.
Didn't Bob Ezrin write that part?
He might have. Yeah, he might have.
Because I remember reading
Get
that
down.
somewhere. I'm like, really?
Oh, he's all over the.
yeah, he had his hands in
Yeah.
a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
When you
If you-
listen back to interviews, and
If you
stuff.
listen to that song of headphones, you can hear he doubled all the guitars with grand piano behind
insane.
it. So
Fill it
especially
out,
in
yeah.
Detroit Rock City, you can really hear it. Dun-dun-dun. Yeah, you can really hear the grand. You can now that you know you're listening for
Yeah.
it, you can hear it.
Oh, I'll have to do
In
that
there.
when I get home. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Headphones.
He's like he's just such a master of production.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The two Kiss well, he did 3 Kiss albums, but the 2 Kiss albums, and the Elder, obviously. Well, I like the Elder because I'm a hardcore Kiss fan, but Revenge and Destroyer, great
I forgot
albums.
he did Revenge.
Yeah,
That was good shit.
yeah, a lot of good stuff on that one.
Yeah.
So Jay,
All right. My number 3, Carry On Wayward Son.
Nice.
Oh, I like
Nice.
that. Yeah.
Good one.
That's
Yeah.
I hear my friend Lawson's band play that song
Yeah.
too. They kick ass on that song.
nice.
Really good. Thumbs up to
favorite.
those guys. FM the band.
And then More Than the Feeling, Boston.
Nice.
All right.
Love some Boston.
And Boston comes in 3 on this. That's the big winner.
Trifecta.
And then Sweet Emotion.
Nice.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
again, stayed away from the Zeppelin because
Yeah.
too
How do
many
you pick?
choices for me.
I noticed nobody put any Van Halen in there.
I,
It was on my big list.
That was another
Yeah.
one. Too many
Yeah.
choices
Thing here-
for me. I couldn't. Well, again, big list.
And I think too, I mean, if you do that, I mean, that was 1978. I mean, there's so much good stuff that came before. How do you make a decision? You know?
Yeah. I mean, that whole to really decide one off that first Van Halen album is difficult.
That would be difficult.
Yeah.
Did Flat Greg have a
Atomic
list?
Punk.
Flat Craig.
He's not said a damn word tonight. I can't believe it. You know.
Flat Greg had.
Hold on a second.
Bob's gonna. no,
I'll
Ed-
text
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
No, I'll text
Got
him.
some music for that? Do-do-do-do. Drinking music.
We will sit here and wait.
John will play with his balls. All of them.
Just
What's
swing
your
them all
answer,
around.
Bob? Starts with a B, ends with a B.
Bob,
Or in the
Bob,
middle.
Bob, Bob!
Well, that sounds like a hot item.
Give me the cleaver.
Making candles.
Making candles.
Did he get the text about the top 3, or is this going to be like...
Yeah, he did.
All right.
Greg's number 1 is going to be Hocus Pocus by Focus. Because of the yodeling.
Number 2, Dancing Queen. Absolutely.
Freak, less chic.
There you go.
I think his number 1 is Jesse's Girl.
No, that's 80s.
Yeah.
It's got to be a Foreigner or something. He's a big.
There's definitely
Yeah,
gotta
big
be
Foreigner fan, yeah.
Yeah, which is another one. Well, yeah, see, Foreigner's one of those ones that
My, what a big
little-
is it
font
hard
you have,
rock?
Bob.
Is it not? But I think what?
My, what a big font you have.
Thank you. They're fucking blind
Your
now. That's
font-
why.
Your font is large. He's going to be very jealous.
He would have an enormous Schwanzstube.
He's going to be very popular.
So a lot of the other ones that I thought of that didn't see on the list or even on their honorable mentions, like Slow Ride.
Yeah, I almost picked that, actually.
Yeah,
Wow.
because that's heavy as shit.
Yeah.
That's on my big list.
And it's got a great slap bass line in it, too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
It's like people have been like, hey, we should do Slow Ride. I'm like, yeah, somebody's going to have to teach me how to play slap bass. 'Cause I do not know how.
Yeah. That's
That's
good.
just
Yeah.
so funky.
Yeah, like I said, Van Halen. Nobody. Yeah, you don't have much to choose from. I mean, how many albums did they officially have in the 70s?
2.
2. One
Van Halen-
Van Halen
1 and 2. Yeah.
1 and 2.
78, 79.
Oh, that's a lot. That's really hard then to choose off of those two.
And they put one out every year from 78 to 84.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like I said, Foreigner.
Yep.
There's a lot of good. I mean, most of for me. Well, see, some of it. I don't know where Foreigner crosses when they cross into the 80s.
Yeah.
What was 70s and 80s there on that?
But I bet, like, Hot Blooded is probably 70s, right?
Well, that is, yeah.
Yeah, I would think that, and I don't know about Feels Like the First Time.
I think that might be.
I try to gauge everything by the year I went to high school is 1981. So I kind of try to think of my memories before that and the music that was playing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Try to put it in perspective.
Yeah. What about Queen?
Yeah, I'm old.
Queen, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
There's a lot
They're on
there.
my list, yeah.
There's a lot
Bohemian
there.
Rhapsody.
It's on there.
Yeah. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Just
We Will
not
Rock
Radio
You.
Gaga.
Radio.
All
We Will Rock You.
here is
Radio Gaga. Radio Goo Goo.
I was stoked when the Knight's Tale came out and We Will Rock You was on there.
Oh yeah,
That was good. part of
no,
the show.
nobody put any Sabbath.
Too good.
That was very close, but
Yeah, John went with Deep Purple, so cause I didn't think he surprised me with that. He surprised me, but after you said it, I know you loved that song.
I love that song. I love that song.
I don't know if
Great song.
I don't know if you count Journey as hard rock.
I almost went like really like deep for maybe some people, not everybody even remembers them, but I almost went Man on the Silver Mountain by Rainbow.
Rainbow.
Rising was such a great
close.
album. I mean, that whole album
Very
is
close.
phenomenal.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about Won't Get Fooled Again?
Love that song.
Ooh.
You know, is that hard? See, I don't look at the Who as hard rock.
Yeah.
I look at them as like the Beatles and the Stones. They're rock. They're rock and roll.
They trashed equipment. That makes them rock.
That's true.
No, rock, but not hard. Like to me, hard rock is like Kiss, Aerosmith,
Overdriven
Van Halen.
guitars.
Yeah, like Sabbath.
Sabbath for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
Pete-
Sabbath gets into a whole nother
That's
level.
almost-
Pete
almost
Townsend's
a metal
guitar
to me.
tone was not what you would consider like hard rock, really. I don't think. I mean, it was.
Where like
It
a
was
band
little
like
cleaner.
Boston
Yeah.
is like a hard rock with like a pop element.
Yeah.
You go to Sabbath, it's hard rock with a metal
Almost
element.
metal.
to it.
Yeah.
Crossing. The,
Yeah.
Stone Cold Crazy. No.
Yep. All right, so you want me to go through the list here?
Yeah, we're not hearing back from Greg. He might be deep into Mr. Mom territory right now.
Oh my God, my pipe organ! Yay!
We'll do this once and then we'll go through.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at bobandjohnspodcast@gmail.com, on buzzsprout.com and iTunes, or
At Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Facebook Live.
And on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page of Bob and John Super Duper Variety Power Hour and Untapped at Jay's Brew and Brewmaster Pick, and that's it.
Yeah.
and go to 151online.com. Check out where we're playing next, and we got videos and music up there.
Great new videos.
Yep.
They're not up there
Multi-camera
yet.
shots.
No games.
It'll be there by the time this is out.
No games.
No game. Yeah, no games.
No games.
Oh, we do need
Games.
We do need a
Games.
game.
No games.
We'll do
Yes,
the,
it's where Chris hides the dead
I was gonna
hookers.
say, you took the words out of my mouth.
Find the hidden hooker.
Find the
Yeah,
hidden
it's kind of
bodies.
like Where's Waldo? Where
Find Jane Doe.
Funny, her fingerprints are missing for some reason, and she has no dental work.
She in the river?
See in the river?
The landfill?
In the snowbank?
The incinerator.
Bob's furnace?
Oh, a finger.
It's like, Bob, I was pulling into your driveway. I thought it was Auschwitz for a second. There's all these ashes coming out of your chimney.
Is that a blood trail?
There's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
We had that thing fired up like a choo-choo train the other day. When
After all this beer,
beer.
after all this beer, my car is going to be a rolling Auschwitz when I leave.
You got to rig up that little thing that sends it to the fuel system.
That'll be the one that Tom finally gets us like over 1 million hits on YouTube, and we're on like Good Morning America and shit, and explaining stuff.
Oh, sorry.
Tom needs to see it in his car. I'll take your personal effects before you do that.
Yeah. As I text everybody, guys, Wednesday when you come down, could you bring your alibis and stuff? They're going to be questioning us. Something about dead hookers and Auschwitz. I don't know what that was.
Some guys with badges showed up for some reason.
It kind of
my French, but you're an asshole.
That reminds me, I just read a story the other day. This is real,
Badges?
by the way. This is a real thing. And he was like an African runner. Crazy, right? Anyway,
They hardly ever do that.
Are showing.
so he was training to compete, and apparently somebody didn't want him to. And two guys grabbed him and pulled him in the woods and tried to cut off his legs with a chainsaw. Can you believe that? No, totally serious.
Competition's
That's a
getting
little
pretty
bit-
goddamn stiff
That's
these
something-
days, huh?
Hardcore.
That's hardcore.
That's
right?
amateur hour, man.
Say a
That's
fucking word to me. I'll get up and I'll bury
That
this
makes
telephone.
that makes Tanya Harding look like an amateur.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Tanya let her keep the leg.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the weird thing is that, like, I guess they stopped when they hit bone.
Weird.
Oh, they
There's
actually
a
started
weird-
cutting
wait,
him?
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
wait,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
wait,
They didn't
you're
have a
right.
sharp enough
There's
chain.
a weird thing.
Yeah. Because I
This is
figure,
where it gets weird. Yeah.
I figure once you got started, man, you just got to finish what you
Oh,
started.
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
there's already shit flying.
Yeah, you don't pull back now.
That reminds
I
me.
mean, it can't be
Wait,
that
I
much
forgot
harder
my
than the
safety
rest,
glasses.
really.
That reminds me of North Dallas.
Yeah. Halfway through, shit, I forgot my glasses.
That reminds me of North Dallas 40 when they're in the training room Nick Nolte, and I forget the Mac Davis, I think, is playing the quarterback, and he's talking about the party the night before and about the little pink dildo with the grinder on it, and he's like, oh, and he's like, and then let me tell you about the weird thing, the weird thing, what the hell? Now you got me. I can't even think about what to do.
I have no idea how we arrived at that.
I have no idea, but we should.
This is how every conversation we have goes.
Yeah.
So I was trying to cut this African guy's legs off.
With a chainsaw.
And I
And I hit bone and had a second thought.
I didn't bring the two-stroke. I brought the regular
All right,
gas.
so we got to do this first.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Bob and John, super duper variety power.
I am not gay, senor. You just make me do gay things.
What happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry? This is what happens, Larry. You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass? This is what happens. You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry? Do you see what happens, Larry, when you fuck a stranger in the ass?
Now Jay sees why our podcasts go almost 2 hours.
I figured this one would be record.
We're in for the long haul.
Jay's been on a few of those record setting ones.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Where we've gone, holy shit, this won't end.
We're good.
When it hurts
Keep it rolling.
to laugh, it's hard to stop.
We got to find a way to make this one go exactly 1 hour and 51 minutes.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Oh, we got a long ways to go there.
Oh, we can keep
Oh,
going.
we got plenty of content.
going.
That's a long record.
I still got a lot more beer.
And for the
that
first time
water,
ever,
Jay?
you brought water.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's that Fiji water. Yeah.
All right, so here's the top 10 from Axis TV. I'll start it off, see if anybody else can fill in some of these. Number
Got
10,
some ice on you, Jay.
Number 10 was
I don't want you
School's
to have a
Out.
wet spot on your leg. I don't want you to get all moisture.
All wet.
He's all wet.
Oh, there's moisture in my pants.
Hey, don't do that.
I'm going to go home with a mystery wet spread.
Exactly. You're asking some questions.
So number 10, they went with School's Out.
All right, we can accept that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 9, Sweet Emotion.
Okay.
Acceptable.
Now this is where me and John were going. Well, this is great, but they're at 10 and 9. You know what I mean?
What the hell's going to be
exactly
3 and 2?
So one more, and then it starts shifting sideways. Number 8, War Pigs.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Generals, guys.
Which, if they had to pick, if I had to pick a Sabbath one, that would that
Absolutely.
yeah, that one, and I think me and John both have another Sabbath favorite is the Wizard.
Yeah.
Wizards
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So Greg learned how to put harmonica. Now this is where they go sideways. Number 7, they go Barracuda.
Okay.
But at number
Barracuda.
If you want to put it at 10, though, but I had a problem with it over.
That shouldn't be over
War
those.
Pigs and
Yeah.
School's Out.
Yeah,
I
that
got-
should be 10.
Yeah.
Barracuda.
Funny story about that song. I think maybe I told this before, but maybe not on the podcast.
There seems to have been a misunderstanding about what kind of boat guys we're going to be.
That's not the button I wanted to hit, but go
All
ahead.
right, over there.
So my older brother had this propensity to, like, whenever he heard a new
Big word
song
alert.
he liked, he would play it
Over and over.
and over.
I have that
again.
propensity.
Well, you got to play it.
Every day after fucking school, I had to hear, "Ooh, Barracuda." So, picture this. It's the 1970s. I'm starting to, really notice women. I get a nice Farrah Fawcett poster on my wall.
Is it the same one I had?
You're titillated, aren't you?
Is she wearing red?
Yeah,
red
the one,
swimsuit?
the famous.
I had that one up at camp.
The one where you could hang your keys off of her nipples.
Yeah. That reminds me, I had a great text for you
ensures a
guys.
rejuvenative rest and promotes a winning attitude.
And I didn't send it, and I can't say it on the air. So try to remember it for later.
So anyway, I found a piece of Scotch tape and I taped the bottom of the poster, and I took that fucking Barracuda 45 and I slid it down behind Farrah so my brother couldn't find
Oh,
it.
that's awesome.
He's like, I can't find my Barracuda song. have you seen that record at all? I'm like, I don't know. Did you lend it to one of your friends?
Yeah.
And I just like played dumb for the longest time.
All right, I got one to go with that similar type of story, except I was the perpetrator of the playing too much. My great aunt and uncle were moving from Florida or from Buffalo to Florida, and we went to go pack them up. And I got a couple of things. I remember John probably remembers that white chair with the black I had that swiveled
like that.
No, but it was a big one. It was like a big chair that swiveled.
Yeah, it went up, right?
No, it didn't go up. It didn't go up. It was black padding
like I kinda
and
remember
white
that.
plastic. I had it for a
Yeah.
long time. I got that, and then I got the old style record players with the two speakers unclip like this, and the record thing comes down. It has like the record rack on the bottom. That big thing. So I had that, and I had it down in the living room. I have no idea why my parents just didn't let me take it up in the bedroom, but for some reason it was down in the living room. And I had both my brothers had 45s that I had, and they had like all 60s stuff on it and everything. And they had this one song called the 1432 Franklin Park Circle Hero. And I played that my brother was literally going to snap that fucking thing with me in half. He was just like telling my mother, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him. If he plays it one more goddamn time. And I just played it over and over and over and over. And I remember him being half sarcastic, but half like, really
I'm really going to kill you.
No. Like him showing, if you put other records on here, they'll click down and play other records. I just kept playing the same one over
Really?
and
There's
over
other
again.
records.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was one of those annoying. I sometimes I get like that. John gets like that, except he has headphones on YouTube.
Yeah, I do it to myself. I don't do it to others.
Yeah. That Beth Hart, Joe Bonamassa song.
I'm not over it yet. I still listen to that
what
pretty
is
regularly.
What is it? What was that?
There's a new one.
I know, but the first one.
Nutbush City Limits.
I was going to say Nipple Bush.
Yeah. That's a good song.
thinking
But
of
now
Farrah
there's a
Fawcett
new
stuff.
one that I don't have my iPad with me, so I can't tell you. But there's a new one, and the song is fucking great. It's fucking great.
Fucking great.
Look at
Not
the
done with
tangent
it.
I threw us off on.
know.
Sorry about that.
That just
Full
happens
push.
all the time.
No.
Full push.
No.
Every conversation.
Give it all you got. I think it's called.
Yeah, that's
Give it
you texted us that.
Yeah, giving it all. It's
80s
a
push.
great,
80s Bush.
great song.
Big Demi Moore muff.
So good. Yeah, I'm still listening to that one. I did it with
80s
Godsmack
Bush,
for a
No
while.
limits.
It felt brand new, and I listened to Godsmack straight for probably 4 months.
You look tired.
I'm not sick. I'm not even sick. It's that fucking machine. I'm telling
some
you.
coffee?
That's what everybody at work is like.
And your job.
Because last Wednesday I was sick, and now it's becoming a reoccurring theme. But I don't think this is sickness. I think it's the machine used to
It comes
do
from
this
the
to me
ass,
like once a month.
right in the middle of
Need
the
some
ass.
coffee?
No.
No?
Oh, like beer coffee? It's different.
Like beer coffee.
Oh, Jay's pulling up.
That's a different story.
I'm gonna squeeze right in here if my thighs will let me.
You're filling me up, though, for sure.
Well, yeah, that's what I do.
That's what I do.
I know.
Well, now we go from Tom's nightmare of Barracuda. You can crack it, Jay. I got your button ready.
I'm full. You can't pound that.
Oh. Give me your other glass.
You can use
There
mine.
you go. Bob's glass.
I'll be triple fisted.
Bob's glass.
It never stopped you before.
Beer wine instead of beer wine.
This is a 9 a.m. porter with Guatemalan coffee.
Why don't you use my
I'm just gonna or use that one.
Guatemalan?
use my other
Use
glass?
that one. That's why
Guacamole.
Guacamole.
Guatemalan.
Tsunami.
this is heavy on the
You ever see? You ever see the bird cage? You ever see the bird cage?
Yes.
Hank Azaria, he plays the maid, the gay maid guy.
Yeah.
And he
Yes,
goes going,
yes.
"You're just threatened by my Guatemalan hotness."
Guacamole.
Guacamole.
Guacamole?
Oh, my.
This is
Tsunami.
Oh, I gotta. You know what I do have to write it down.
Musculature.
Musculature.
That's the other one I was going to just say.
if you want any. No. Huh?
Thanks, though.
He's got. Chris has got the farthest drive.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get. I got like 6 dead hookers in the back. If I get pulled over,
that could be a problem.
I can usually talk my way out of it.
The
I have a PBA sticker.
He's
made a donation.
He's got a PBA sticker and like like 17 of those Christmas tree things. The tree fresheners.
Made in Watertown, New York.
Well, from Tom's Nightmare of Barracuda, we'll go to number 6, and there's number 6 was Running with the Devil.
I had other
better
Again, I just kind of had trouble with it being that high.
Of School's Out.
Yeah, or Sweet Emotion or War Pigs.
I have personal problems with that song.
Do you?
Well, yeah, that was our high school. Our high school. Yeah.
Played
that song. I heard that song every fucking time for the wrestling team when we ran out. Every fucking time.
That's all right because
and that was the only. I love that song, but I hated that because I heard it fucking
every day.
18 times.
Number 5, I have a personal issue of the kind of the same sort.
Let's hear it.
Running with the Devil, yeah, that's just over the 10, 9, and 8, which is School's Out, Sweet Emotion, War Pigs. You're like, yeah,
not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much.
What's the name of this one, Jay?
This is wait, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Throw me a frickin' bone here.
Stand by.
All right, I'll say it. What the hell are you drinking?
Great beer, by the way. What is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
By the way, that's not me farting. That's just the stool making noises. I swear.
I just wanted to make sure.
Stool.
It's a Lock 9 a.m. Porter. That's what I thought it was. I wanted to make
you had another Lock one, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think
They're big on the Erie Canal down there at Wolf's Hollow Brewing.
Well, yeah, it was Lock 9. This is their Lock 9 Porter, but this is the coffee and vanilla roasted version of it.
It looks very blick.
Oh, it's blick.
It's just about as opaque as mine was, yeah.
It's got a percentage?
This is a little higher.
6-7%.
Looking for a little slab and pickle.
It's better than
this is coming in at 6.8.
It's better than the 12s that you brought.
Better than the ones where John's trying to go turn off the camera before the thing's over.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Out of here.
This they've done before, but this just came back last Thursday, and they did a special release party for it.
I love a special release.
Yeah.
Full release.
A full release ensures a rejuvenative rest and promotes a winning attitude.
It does. And they
coffee, huh?
Released it. Yeah. so all weekend they had Schenectady Roasters is what they use the beans.
Now I can smell the coffee.
Oh yeah, it's heavy.
Nose
heavy
or no
coffee
nose?
flavor. Coffee and vanilla.
Bob, your favorite scent.
Yeah,
You want to take a nice pull on
loves,
that one?
I know Bob loves a good coffee.
He loves a good
smell.
coffee scent.
Don't say a fucking word to me. I'll get up and I'll bury this telephone in your head.
It is
Holy
heavy.
shit!
Yeah.
That's a strong coffee. That's not
His
just
beard
coffee.
just grew.
John ain't sleeping tonight.
Yeah, I know.
They used a Guatemalan roast for this.
Guatemalan hot
really-
sexuality.
It overpowered the vanilla a lot on this.
It pairs very well with guacamole.
They put real coffee beans in there, man.
It's fresh roasted from Schenectady Coffee Roasters.
That's the real deal right there.
But
You're titillated, aren't you?
That's almost espresso.
Yeah. But I tell you, we went Thursday for the release, and I went back Sunday.
You went for the full release?
Yeah,
A full release ensures
I didn't know they offered that service there.
winning attitude.
And
Beer and a full release.
I went back Sunday. They've gone through 3 kegs of this already. So
Wolf's Hollow Brewing and Rub and Tug.
And Rub and Tug.
So it's going quick.
It is delicious. And it's kind of scary. excuse to drink beer in the morning. That's how coffee.
Well, and that's what they said. Everybody that was drinking, it's like, well, they call it. You can call it 7 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
because I can drink this.
Wolf's Hollow may have that, but the Slippery Pickle has the reach around and the sex lube shots.
Right.
So
Nothing gets you going in the morning like a reach around.
And a sex lube shot.
You're drinking off of this, and they find you face down at Lock 9. I bet you that's what it is.
Yeah, they might find you down at Lock 5.
We got a floater.
And Chris walking away.
Like I'm scouting for birds. I'm one of those bird people.
Yeah.
I'm an ornithologist or whatever they call it.
I was wondering. I forgot what they call it.
Whenever they find a floater, all of us just sit there and go,
Yes, what were you doing last night?
we sit there and
pigeon.
go. Whenever I hear they got a floater, I go, Chris let one get away again, didn't he?
Oh, it's the Onondaga pigeon.
Yes.
I've been looking for that one.
Don't
Oh,
you
a dead
put that
body.
on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on us.
Number 5. We're still doing a list. Their number 5 is one I have a personal problem with is Kashmir.
That's a weird choice.
Just because Pix 106.
Kashmir's good.
Mason and Sheehan every morning walking in the rap room in high school. Kashmir and what do you call it? Bob Seger there, old time rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
Just wanted to blow my brains out in high school with those two fucking songs.
Overplay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like old time rock and roll. That's what they play at every fucking wedding reception.
White
too.
person wedding.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed.
Hey, like we could
Look at all the
go.
white people that can't dance on the floor now.
We could get popular and make a lot of money fast. We just need to add keyboards and a couple of horns, and we're there. You know what I mean? We're a wedding band.
We'll call ourselves the chest freezers instead of the refrigerators.
Ornithology.
Get some blue tuxedos.
That's what. That's.
I like the orange ones, like
Orange,
in Dumb and Dumber.
yeah, the orange.
That's Chris's alibi.
A jumpsuit.
I'm an amateur ornithologist.
Ornithologist.
Why do you have a chainsaw?
In case I have to cut down any tree limbs so I get a better shot at the bird.
When I see a nest, I need to get
brush.
closer.
There's a movie.
Brush or heavy bush,
Heavy
either
bush.
one.
There's a movie. Chris meets Columbo. Chris being the serial killer, Columbo being.
They have funny words for some.
They can never see eye to eye, though.
Too.
Oh.
Peckers. I think there's some pecker birds.
What peckers? Pecker. Yeah, see, that was of all the Zeppelin songs, they picked Kashmir.
I thought like Whole Lot of Love or something.
Well, that's the 70, isn't it? Or did they release? Is Zeppelin 2 released in 69? No, I thought 69 is the release of the first Zeppelin
one,
album.
right?
Yeah, so 70.
69.
Whole Lot of Love, Heartbreaker, Black Dog. I mean, Rock and Roll was on his list.
Yeah.
You know,
John should have made the list. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, I could have fixed this right up.
number 4, AC/DC TNT.
What? TNT?
Do you know how many lists I found with AC/DC?
Not
Highway
Dirty
to Hell.
Deeds or
and-
Highway to Hell?
Yeah, that's
Dirty,
crazy.
Highway to Hell, Dirty Deeds. I mean,
Fucking.
It's a long
there's a
way
long way to the top.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. There's a shit ton more.
TNT?
Yeah.
What the?
Girls Got a Rhythm is better than that in my book.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I told you that's what it just started getting strange from me and John are watching this going, what?
Hey, whoever does Access TV, if you're watching this, you're a fucking idiot.
This sounds like a
Well,
computer did it.
they say you the viewers they say that like 1,000
Bullshit.
times.
I don't believe
so
it. I call bullshit.
It's probably a couple fucking
And our show's available.
Yeah.
Good point.
Very cheap.
Cheap.
Now here's one that I wouldn't have put in hard rock category, period. With number 3, Freebird.
Vomit rock is more like it, yeah.
But Skynyrd is not hard rock. They're Southern rock.
Yeah.
They're Southern rock.
I wouldn't call that hard rock.
No.
I have a Freebird.
And if you're going to pick one, Freebird? for hard rock?
Freebird.
I have a Freebird story as well. And it relates to my older brother as well. He played that
We got some background music for you, Tom.
played that song every day after school as well. To the point where when my mother was cooking dinner, she would sing along to it and knew every fucking word.
In fact, she's singing the guitar solos at one point.
Yeah. It's like, it was good the first 17,000 fucking times.
But hard rock, though?
I thought
that is not hard rock.
That's highly questionable.
I thought you were going to say something like you hit it in the vacuum cleaner or something like that.
Number 2, I do agree with because it's Rock and Roll Night by Kiss.
Oh,
Is there number 2?
We can take that. We can take
I was surprised because I always went, after they did, what was the list I texted out to everybody?
Eddie Trunks?
No, it was the same, the top 10 on Access with women's names. Songs with women's names.
And it didn't have Layla.
That was lame, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't have Layla and it didn't have Beth.
Yeah.
Which I was what the fuck? Yeah. What the Jesus Christ. And number 1 is they put is Won't Get Fooled Again.
What?
I don't consider that hard rock. I consider that just rock.
Yeah. Regular rock.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, really?
That's like number 1 thrash metal, Bon Jovi.
Yeah. They're
Wanted, Dead or Alive.
2 of the honorable mentions. One was on somebody's list here, and one of their other honorable mentions, somebody mentioned it. The one that was on somebody's list was Jay with "Carry On My Wayward Son."
Nice.
Was in there. Well, we call it honorable mentions. They call it bonus tracks.
That would have been like top 3 easily.
No, the other one, John mentioned it, Stone Cold Crazy.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Here's one, again, hard rock I have a problem with, Heartbreaker by Pat Benatar.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What about, I wrote this one down. How about this? Cherry Bomb.
Again, I would put it more rock than hard rock. You know what I mean?
No Cheap Trick?
No Cheap Trick. I didn't even think about Cheap Trick.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 of them I'm probably forgetting completely.
At least, Surrender?
Yeah.
That's 70s, right?
Yeah, so it's I Want You to Want Me.
Yeah. I mean,
Nobody mentioned Radar Love.
Radar
Love.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other ones.
Overdone, of course. There was Stairway to Heaven. I wrote that one down.
Yeah, but I would even give that hard rock compared, not Freebird. Freebird is Southern rock.
Yeah.
You know, I'd even put Frampton "Do You Feel Like I Do" in there. That's hard. I consider that more hard rock than
Like I.
Yep,
do.
I almost put that or there was another Frampton song I almost put in too, and then I thought twice.
Shoot. You know what we should have had for the show? A couple Simpson drops with the dude just passed away. He made The Simpsons quite a few times. Scientist.
Oh,
you're the one who told me about it last night.
Are you talking about Stephen Hawking? Is that what you're talking about?
They should have had with some drops for that one. That would be good. Little homage.
Well, you guys already know from my text today how I feel about
Shut
Stephen
your mouth
Hawking.
when you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Tom wasn't. Tom's not a big Stephen
not a
Hawking fan.
Here's the thing. Okay,
because he's a Scientologist.
Because 99.9% of people can't
Tom
understand
is.
what
I know
you're talking
Tom
about.
is.
Because 99.9% of people don't understand what you're talking about does not make you smart.
True.
I'd be a fucking genius then.
Yeah.
I would be a goddamn genius.
Well, I mean, the theory is just that, right?
Yeah, theoretical physics is great. Okay, now fucking prove it.
Like, theoretically, if I kill a prostitute, nobody's going to miss her.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, here's the question.
And theoretically, you won't go to jail.
And it's not a real person.
Yeah.
So it doesn't count.
But here's the question. If Chris kills a hooker in the woods, does anybody hear it?
Does anybody hear it?
That's true as well.
Do they make chainsaw silencers?
Chris's new invention. Chris makes $1 billion on chainsaw silencers. Did you ever notice all Chris's inventions, or if you put them all together?
They're all highly dangerous tools.
Every one of them is on an FBI watch list right now for some reason.
But if you went back to the 70s, it would be, hey, kid, here's your dead hooker playset.
Yeah. This
Hey,
one's
good
fast.
looking. We'll be back to pick you up later.
Just going back to the hard rock stuff, I wouldn't consider ZZ Top necessarily hard rock.
Oh, that's
That's
Texas
why I left
rock.
them off. I left the.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking that. in my
Texas
head.
blues rock.
Because I
That's
thought
what I mean,
ZZ Top
yeah.
at first, and I was like, no, I wouldn't consider them hard rock.
Nope.
Yeah, they're definitely Texas blues.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you ever hear the story about them? How they like basically were going around pretending to be another band. That's how they got their start. I forget which band. It was a band from like over in like Great Britain or something like that. I can't think of the name right now. But they actually were going around playing gigs, pretending to be this band until somebody figured it out.
That's funny.
Really?
Yeah, there's a whole story about it. It's fucking great.
I know. All I know is Billy Gibbons was in the Moving Sidewalks. That was his band before.
It's a great name.
The Moving Sidewalks. And that's when he like met Hendrix and played with Hendrix and stuff.
Hendrix.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you don't make that connection a lot.
Oh.
I mean,
with him.
those guys were playing together in like 1968, 69. Yeah, they've been around for a long time.
The you hear how Jethro Tull got their name, didn't you?
No.
Well, speaking, does Jethro Tull equal hard rock?
No.
I mean,
No, it's on the cut. It's like that.
But they did win a heavy metal Grammy.
Yeah, they did.
So,
That's what I told John last night on
According to the
Sunday night.
Grammys, yeah.
I'm like, what about Jethro Tull? They did
over
get a heavy metal.
Metallica.
Yeah, about what, a decade and a half past their prime.
Oh yeah, it was like 88. It's like what?
Yeah, it's like 10 years past.
They're still
the prime.
around?
Yeah. They would go around in England trying to get gigs, and they would play the gig, and then they wouldn't get asked back. But they went every time they went, they would go and use a different name until they went and used Jethro Tull. Because they got asked back when they used Jethro Tull the first
Really?
time. Yeah, Jethro Tull is some kind of famous English botanist or something.
You go.
Yeah, I feel like I should know what that name means, but I have no fucking idea.
So they just tried it, and then they got asked back. So they're like, we're Jethro Tull.
That's funny.
That's it. It's like it just happened to, the dice happened to land on that.
Yeah.
That name. They got asked back. We should switch our names
every show. Yeah. New band.
The Flat Gregs.
153.
153. We sound a lot like 152 and 151, but
Yeah, if we get a
Slightly
keyboard
different.
player and a backup singer, it's 153.
There you go. Yeah. We're just doing the math here, man.
we just use cardboard cutouts next to the keyboards. We don't really have the people that
It's like the automatic pilot on an airplane. Yeah. It's just an inflatable. Like,
Yeah.
An airplane,
Like in,
yeah.
in the movie, yeah. Move aside, I speak jive.
Hell of a week to quit sniffing glue.
My, Scraps is a boy dog. I was trying to find quickly on the interwebs the story there because Billy Gibbons told it on I think on Eddie Trunk's show or something like that not too long ago. The whole thing where they were like pretending to be another band, and I can't think of the name. I'll find it and we'll have to talk about that.
I know Zeppelin had to use the knobs for a while. They used to go to the knobs because they had recorded the first album. I think they were recording the second album or something, and they had Baroness von Zeppelin that came. The record company wanted them to use because she heard of the band, this band Led Zeppelin. So Jimmy Page and them were showing her around the studio and everything. And they got a gold record of the first album sitting there with the sinking Zeppelin, and she saw it and she shrieked, and then they put a lawsuit out again. She put some kind of cease and desist for using the name. So for a while, probably only months, they had to go. They had to bill themselves. They had some upcoming shows, and they had to change their name to the Knobs.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh man,
that's pretty funny.
The Knobs.
The Knobs.
Okay, the ZZ Top was pretending to be the Zombies for a little while.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just found it.
That is
Did I
really
miss
funny.
anything?
No, nothing.
Had to get rid of some.
Chris was just telling us a dead hooker story. That's all.
Yeah, the usual.
Yeah, the usual.
Our usual Wednesday night conversation.
Flat Greg was rambling on.
Yeah, he was incoherent. Look at him. I mean, he was
shuts up,
he was screaming at us. Look at him. He was screaming.
Fucking
at us.
dictator.
I heard some pale moaning out there. I just ignored it.
No, Chris.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah. Some thudding.
Yeah, in Chris's car, you could hear.
I just attributed it to the wind.
They kidnapped the wife. Someone, I'm in the trunk. They kidnapped. It's all I could think about when I was that whole movie Fargo. Like most of it, I was just thinking Chris every single time I see like the foot in the wood chipper when he's putting the wood chipper, and when Buscemi's laughing at the wife when she has the hood on her head and the hands tied behind her back. She's just running around in the snow screaming, and he's laughing his ass off. I'm just like that. You're like probably see Chris doing this.
Chris is the reason that every time a woman goes into a nail salon, there's a different woman doing her nails. After all,
No, I cannot.
after all, they're all in this country illegally, anyways.
Yeah. I'm an honorary ICE agent. Like, hey guys, there's gonna be a lot of paperwork. You want me to take care of it? You guys can just go home.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you put that on us!
Chris comes in, he's got a pair of gloves on. Don't worry, guys. I got this.
I got this, yeah.
Someone called?
Someone called?
It's like the wolf in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I feel bad I don't have any more.
Oh, that's okay.
Any more.
Between the Imperial Stout and that one, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
I like the etching on the episode.
One more and I'll be a little sloppy pickle.
Shows up.
Oh, it shows up nice, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks good. Yeah.
Shows up
I like that font.
very pretty.
It's very nice.
I know. No, I'm not going to want to drink out of mine. I'm just going to leave them down here like on this.
You know what's funny is I just noticed too because I originally ordered 5 when we were going to do this podcast, and then Bob's like, "Oh, Jay's going to show up." I'm like, "Oh fuck! I'm going to feel really bad if Jay doesn't have a glass too." So I ordered one, and you notice the 151 logo on that one is just
higher.
a little bit lower than the other one.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
Look at that.
Because I just I didn't save the actual design when the first time I did it. Now I actually have it saved.
Yep.
So is John's the special one?
You know what?
Or is mine? No, mine's the special one.
Put that one next to it. Let's see. I think.
Yeah, the tall one's the special one.
Oh, I have the special one. I'm special.
Our special.
When I bend over to push the button, my ass will be the last thing you ever see.
So special.
Yeah. So that was their top 10. I thought that would just be a good thing for a
you.
discussion to get angry about a top 10.
Flat Greg ever get back to us?
Flat Greg? No, he never did.
No.
I think he's deep in Mr. Mom territory right now.
It's probably bedtime.
Knee deep in.
He's probably like laid out on the floor, like half unconscious, with like just like food all over him and everything. And the kids just flying around the house and everything.
And the Hellion from Judas Priest is playing in the background.
Now he's like Gulliver.
Oh, that's another one.
He's all tight.
Judas Priest.
Yeah.
Judas Priest.
Exactly.
When did British Steel come out?
British Steel came out in 1980, but Hellbent for Leather was, I think, 78.
Hellbent for leather.
That explained a lot when you found out other
When
things.
he came out, yeah.
That whole, you're like,
he came out in like
okay.
1980 what?
I mean, really. I mean, come on, people.
You couldn't figure it out, yeah.
Oh.
Him and Freddie Mercury in the 80s?
Oh.
Yeah.
I just thought he was a really good dancer.
It was so hard to believe that Elton John was gay, too.
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
Totally blew my mind.
But I was a little surprised though. What about this? What about fat bottom girls? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? Doesn't
That's
that
another
throw a little?
Queen has a ton of them. A ton of
No, I meant
70s
with
stuff.
him.
Bottom didn't give
Oh.
You know, like
Fat Bottom.
right? Yeah,
bottom.
yeah. Which
Bottom.
I'm not saying it's
Bottom.
It's a good
Bottom.
song.
Fat bottom people.
Doesn't have the same cachet, yeah.
Keyword bottom.
Boys and
Fat bottom boys. I think that's what he meant.
It was power bottom boys.
Hey, can we change Boys to Girls.
Yeah.
I was a producer.
A&R guy said we should change it to girls.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something there, Freddie. Let me tell you something there, mate. Could you change that to girls?
It'll sell a lot more records.
One word, if you could just change just one word.
One problem is if we change this to girls.
Here's one. Here's one.
The way I
From
feel.
little boys to girls.
Does Joe Walsh fit in that category? Not the gay category, the hard rock. Yeah.
Like James Gang was pretty.
Yeah.
James Gang was kicking, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even Rocky Mountain Way. I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have put Joe Walsh. His
Godsmack does a
70s
good
stuff.
version of that.
There's another one of my favorite 70s songs, Life's Been Good to Me So Far by Joe Walsh.
That's
That's just a
1980.
great tune.
1980.
Is it 1980?
I believe it's 1980.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was sooner than that because I remember I was in elementary school when that song came
There are
out.
people on that.
There are people on that. Come on, hey.
All right, I'm going to look it up right now. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic.
Hey, somebody over there, either the dead hooker or the one John's going to sexually harass later.
Untie yourself and look it
Untie
up.
yourself and look it up. Actually, what happens is John likes to sexually harass before they become dead hookers.
Yes.
It's my job.
I see you've almost gnawed through the whole rope. Why don't you just go ahead?
1978.
Evil on me, Ricky
Ooh,
Bobby.
really? I thought that sure was 1980. I swore I saw that somewhere.
I remember being in elementary
am
school
wrong.
when that song came out.
I am wrong. That's one of my favorite Joe Walsh songs.
I was in high school till 1981. So
for me. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Joe Walsh songs. He does an awesome version of it on that Live at Daryl's House.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That's a great show too.
That's
Whatever
a good
happened?
show.
What happened to
Show
that?
was
Is it
just
still
great
on or no?
altogether.
I think so. It's still
I don't
on,
get
isn't
that channel anymore, so
it? Yeah, I never got that channel. But if you can, you just check back and put that in YouTube. New stuff comes popping up. Oh yeah, they had a lot of that whole Joe Walsh episode was great. The whole Billy Gibbons ones too is great too.
That's really good too. The whole show's great. I mean, he does
really
some
is.
really out there stuff with
I like the
different
one-
artists. And
I really
Actually
like the
shot
one with
downstate from here. It's not
No.
far from
No,
here.
yeah.
Yep.
They did a Cheap Trick one too. That episode.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I actually like the Chilo Green one.
Yeah.
That was good.
Chilo.
He does some.
He's
out
the,
there,
the
out there
Mexican.
artist.
the Mexican CeeLo Green.
Well, hey,
Chilo.
Chilo.
what was really actually kind of fun is
Ladies and gentlemen, Chilo Green.
Chilo Green.
hearing
The big
Daryl,
sombrero comes out.
hearing
Got a
Daryl
sombrero.
say, "Fuck you."
I brought you some
Yeah,
guacamole.
Buongiorno.
Fuck you and fuck her too.
Well, I'm being attacked here. I got cords all over the place.
That's what you get.
Son of a bitch.
Chilo.
Greg does too. It's okay.
Flat Greg. Oh.
How many tissues has John gone through tonight?
He would have an enormous Schwanzstube.
He's going to be very popular.
17. For breakfast, I had one of they're really convenient. They're the little cereal. So you pour the milk right in there and eat it out of there?
Yep.
So I had Honey Nut Cheerios this morning for breakfast. So I was putting my tissues in there. And
Bowl?
yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
And I filled that thing 3 times today. And I mean stuffed.
Did you?
Been running all day.
Did you guys?
Goddamn ridiculous.
Oversized snot locker.
We have Family Guy fans here. Did you see they finally had Stewie come out of the closet last episode?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I read it. I
watch it
didn't
yet.
see it. Yeah. I guess Stewie comes. Sorry, Jay. Spoiler alert.
That's really fun.
I guess Stewie finally comes out of the closet.
See that coming either.
There's another shocker.
He said it several times. It's not like.
Wow.
Jay's catching up.
What's he like,
Squeeze right
4?
in here if my thighs will let me.
He never gets any older.
Stewie? Nobody in that show gets any
No one in
older.
The Simpsons does either, yeah.
There's some really good porn with them.
He had to go there, didn't he? I don't even want to know.
The rest
I
of
do
the
not want
episode.
to know.
Surrounded by assholes.
Jackass.
So how about this weather?
Yeah, the goddamn snow.
Yeah, hold it. So we've talked about Auschwitz, dead hookers, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But John stops us with Simpsons porn.
like, that's
just too far.
What you just said there?
Be a professional,
Fine, buddy.
No, there is
Last time
Simpsons
you're gonna
porn,
see
but
Daylight for a
Family
while.
Guy porn stuff. Actually, what's the wife's name for the Family?
Marge. Oh, Family Guy.
Yeah.
Lois.
So Lois, I've seen Lois and Marge go at it.
scissoring. Lois and Marge scissoring.
Oh, my muffins are ready.
Thank
See,
you
I
for
can
ruining
judge
both
the
of those
quality of this
cartoons
show
for
by
me,
how many
John.
people are holding their head.
I hope your mom doesn't watch this one.
And John gave me a hard time about something I put up on the whiteboard a couple of weeks back. So yeah, all right.
The one where Brian fucks her is just amazing.
Damn.
Did they do a doggy style?
Damn, that's nasty.
Doggy style.
The little red rocket comes out. And
Oh, look, here comes the crab.
Yeah, let's not leave out Scooby Doo because that's happened too.
Some good Daphne porn.
yeah, I definitely watched Daphne porn.
Oh, sure, absolutely. There's some
I was just
parody
watching,
stuff.
I was just watching Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and they were in the back of the Scooby
Pulling
van.
tissues.
They crossed the line when they had Daphne and Velma with that double dildo, though.
It's really tasteless.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I was appalled.
And then Shaggy put peanut butter on his genitals and let Scooby lick it off.
Damn, that's nasty.
He's like, the clue's underneath the peanut butter.
You'll find it.
Rubber Eggy.
Zoinks.
Okay, Scoob.
Get over here, Shaggy.
I think we've taken this podcast to a new low, and I'm very proud.
And what you just said there, you crossed the line, buddy.
Well, that didn't solve anything. Guess I'll just go out and get hammered.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to watch this Saturday morning while I drink coffee.
So, like we already know Stewie's gay, and obviously Roger from American Dad.
There's
is
an
one of the
export.
date right there.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
It's the new power couple.
Yeah.
Who's the power bottom, though?
Taking over porn one at a time.
You're titillated, aren't you?
You're titillated, aren't you?
I am not gay, senor. You just make me do gay things.
Like Roger and Stewie's car breaks down at the highway rest stop.
Yeah.
So what's
And
the
there's a
daughter's?
tap in the stall next door.
What's the daughter's
It's not the senator from
Meg.
Colorado or wherever.
On Family Guy.
Yeah,
Meg.
So Meg picked up a little strange boy on the way home, and she brought him home to do him. But then the mother takes over.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
The bride's in the corner jerking off the whole time.
He's humping a couch.
He's humping the couch over there.
No, he's humping Rupert, the teddy bear.
He poked one of the eyes out.
That's
So he's doing that. Is what's his face in the other corner? What the hell's his name?
Quagmire.
Quagmire. Jesus Christ.
I've seen the Tomb Raider get herself in a lot of trouble too.
What the fuck are you watching? Jesus Christ.
Where are you finding this shit? That's what I want to know.
It's like X-rated
dark,
Cartoon Network.
John watches the X-rated cartoon.
Next, you're gonna tell me there's a Super Friends porn too.
I haven't found that yet. No,
Dude,
Well, we all know Wonder Woman and Robin are the two whores.
do not buy a used
Old chum.
computer from John.
The FBI will find you.
There's not enough Purell in the world.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
Or a drum set.
no, that's right.
You come down in your best little boy's suit and expect me not to get a raging cartilager?
What else? I'm curious about this now.
See, I know.
What other porn have we watched? Cartoon porn.
We've entered a whole new dimension.
Yeah. No, I haven't.
Does Wile E. Coyote catch the Roadrunner and bang the shit out of him, or what?
Prison rapes him.
Yeah. No.
Well, we already know Bugs Bunny's a cross-dresser, so, you know, come on.
He's up for anything.
Yeah, does Elmer give it to him?
No, never seen anything
Daffy.
like that. No. I know, what's her name there? Shoot, she's a cosplay kind of Joker's girlfriend.
Harley Quinn.
She gets a lot of action. She gets a lot of action in the porn industry.
Okay, please don't tell me there's Teletubbies porn out there.
I haven't seen that. I'm not saying.
John,
it's not
have you
out
run
there.
across the Bert and Ernie porn?
I wouldn't mind seeing Big Bird and Snuffleupagus, I guess.
Give me more trunk.
More trunk snuff.
The letter of the day is
Let me guess, there's a Saturday morning one called Land of the Lust, too.
That gives Tickle Me Elmo a whole new thing, doesn't it?
Tickle my prostate.
Tickle my prostate.
Oscar's already hiding in a can.
Yeah, right.
He's all dirty, hiding in a can. That kills me.
He totally has like herpes and shit.
He's halfway there. He's living the life.
He's definitely got Hep C.
All I want to know is what's going on with pigs in space.
I don't know about that.
Who's porking who?
You did remind me, though. What was the alien there? The
Marvin
brown
the
guy.
Martian?
The brown
No.
guy.
E.T.?
No. Shoot.
The extra testicle?
I can't remember that. Alf. I wonder if he's got anything out there.
Well, he's kind of got a Snuffleupagus thing
Yeah, he's
happening.
got the-
He liked the big Willie.
They just keep coming. I'm going to blow my nose right off my face today.
Yeah.
Oh,
It hurts.
If we can keep this up for another 20 minutes, we got the 151 mark.
Yeah?
Yes.
I know, but we got pretty heavy duty right there.
We went down a very dark hole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very dark hole.
Please tell me there's no Sigmund in the Sea Monsters porn.
Poor Laura Kraft, though, I'll tell you. Boy, she really...
Thundercats porn.
Took it hard.
Yeah, she takes it hard. She usually ends up on top, though.
And then there was He-Man and the Masters of the Uterus.
The Masters of the Uterus. The Masters of the Uterus.
Skellahor.
Thundercats. Ho! I used to watch that one.
Snarf.
Power Rangers. It's a Red Rump Ranger.
Rump Rangers.
There's Womb Raider.
You know what? There's actually a lot of it, and I've never watched the show, so I don't really know much about it. But the one, she's a pretty hot cartoon, but she's the Cyclops. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot the name of the show. I never watched it, but there's a ton of it from them guys.
Futurama.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of that. The robot gets in on it. Everybody's on it. Yeah. A lot of action on that one.
So does Jane come home one day and
and George is doing
Rosie?
Hey, the Cyclops has got a great body, so you can
She
imagine.
really does.
Yeah. Somebody definitely was like, "Yeah, I got to see that."
Well, there were rumors about Fred and Dino. So
Yeah. Well,
The part that's sucky though is there's like a lot of repeat scenes because you get like that. Quick.
He's watched a lot of this.
Close your eyes.
You know who the voice for that Cyclops is? That's Peg Bundy.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah, definitely.
What's her name?
It's Katie Seagal.
Seagal.
Yep.
Seagal.
She's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she's not related to Steven Seagal.
Seagal. She's actually on Gene Simmons' solo album.
She's done a ton of shit.
She was a musician before she was an actress.
She was a singer, yeah. She did backing on Gene Simmons' solo album.
Look at the topics we've covered.
Everything.
Yeah.
A to Z. That's why
Cartoon
it's a
porn.
super duper
Cartoon
variety
porn, dead
power
hookers,
hour.
Auschwitz,
Everything.
70s hard rock,
anything-
beer.
Is there anything we
Need
left
some
behind?
jokes?
Tom's got the joke book.
We got, how much time we got left?
As many times as we want.
Well, let's see. We got another 16 minutes and so many seconds.
We
before
can do
hit
that. I mean,
151.
that's nothing at
maybe
this point.
Maybe I should pull a joke out, huh?
Oh, a magic sack.
Uh-oh, he's pulling a joke out.
Oh, boy.
And now it's time for Tom to pull his joke out.
There's a whole section on halitosis here, apparently.
Oh, I see.
A surgeon told his patient, "This is Nurse Smithers. She has a severe case of halitosis and she will be French kissing you before the operation." "Why?" asked the patient. The surgeon said, "Because we've run out of anesthetic."
All right, we're coming up on St. Patrick's Day. So
Yeah, that's good.
I
That's
got
good.
one here that might cover it. Yeah.
Jay's got like the one. Jay's got like the podcast bag there that he pulls stuff out.
My magic sack.
John Cena cartoon porn about that too.
It's an Englishman and an Irishman and a Scottishman are sitting in a pub full of people. An Englishman says, "The pubs in England are the best. You can buy one drink and get a second one free." Everyone in the pub agreed and gave a big cheer. Scottishman says, "Yeah, that's quite good, but Scotland could buy you one drink and get another two for free."
Better do.
Again, the crowd gave a big cheer. The Irishman says, "Your two pubs are good, but they're not as good as the ones in Ireland. In Ireland, you can buy one pint, get three for free, and take in the back room for sex." In England says, "Did that happen to you?" And the Irishman says, "No, but it happened to my sister."
You looking at more porn, John?
Yeah, totally.
I can do one off the top of my head.
Okay.
So this Eskimo decides he's going to go on a little vacation. You know, he's been freezing his ass off up in the, up near the North Pole there. He's got to get, someplace nice and warm. So he decides to go to Arizona. He hears that's the desert, and there's some, like, up in the northern part, there's mountains and all this stuff, and it looks really cool. He wants to go someplace warm and thaw out for a little bit. So he flies into the Phoenix airport, gets himself a rental car. He's driving down the road, and all of a sudden the car starts acting funny and the engine blows. So he pulls into the nearest, service station he can find. And the guy says, "Well, let me take a look at it. Hopefully it's nothing, too difficult to fix, and we can get you on your way." So across the street, Eskimo sees a convenience store. He goes, I'm going to go over there and get something cold to drink. Goes over there, and he sees next to the cold drinks, there's this whole ice cream cooler. He decides, you know what, I need some ice cream. So he gets himself a big box of those, like Nutty Buddies and stuff like that. And he's just slobbering away at all these freaking Nutty Buddies and stuff. He's got ice cream all over his face, and, he's just loving it because, he's not used to this warm weather. So he goes back over to the service station to check on how things are going with the car. And the mechanic says to him, "Well, looks like you blew a seal." He goes, "Oh, no. That's just a little bit of ice cream."
Anybody else? Anybody got anything?
What's the difference between a kindergarten classroom and the Freihofers Run for Women? The kindergarten classroom is filled with cunning runts.
I've heard that same one, but they you can insert a group of pygmies too.
Is there any pygmy porn?
John's found it.
John's found it already.
I'm sure.
He's looking up Eskimo porn right now.
I found.
There goes our forever.
You've shrunken the wrong head.
We're this close.
I found
close.
I found Brian and Lois.
Oh no.
You're so much thicker than Peter.
Lois is pretty hot, I gotta say. For a cartoon character, she's pretty hot.
I think Judy Jetson's way hotter, though.
Yeah, Judy Jetson's.
Yeah. Oh, what do you call it on Flintstones?
I was just going to say Betty Rubble. Way
Betty
hotter.
Rubble, but what's her face there? Fred's wife.
Oh, Wilma?
Yeah.
Has she got peanut butter, too?
That's good work. Good work.
Look, she looks great.
That's good work.
Oh,
Great.
Who are these people and how much time do they have on their hands?
Fantastic artist.
What?
Fantastic artist.
Yes, exactly. Yep, that's good.
That takes talent.
It does, too. Yeah,
Talent.
Talent.
You know what was fucked up? Somebody at work knew that. Yeah, they're
How'd
like,
they do it?
"That's talent," and I was like,
really?
"What?" Yeah,
Obviously, they got it from us because we're the only ones that did that.
that's
Talent.
good. When people take our stuff, that's great.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
You lollygag the ball around the infield. You lollygag your way down to first. You lollygag in and out of the dugout. Do you know what that makes you, Larry? Lollygaggers. Lollygaggers.
Lollygaggers.
Oh Jesus!
Where are we?
That's a good question.
140.
Yeah.
Homebrew Studios.
We could
Do you think we can make it?
do it.
We can do it.
Where
We got a muscle on here.
What are we going
Come on,
to?
we could do this. 151.
Yeah.
151.
What number are we getting to?
151.
We're at 140.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes to go right now.
151. We can talk about
9
nothing.
minutes.
We can do it.
Come on, John. You can talk about anything.
About nothing.
You've talked about cartoon porn. What else?
Come on,
is
you got a story.
Well, I
You
do
got a
have
story.
something I've been trying to bring it
What
up.
are your other hobbies?
Yeah, exactly.
I've been trying to bring it up the whole show, but it's not relevant, so I have kept my mouth shut. But
Well,
Yeah, the cartoon
already,
porn was.
Yeah, exactly. We've already crossed that bridge.
All right.
Lois has me all turned on right
All
now.
right. Well, you don't. Well, you got your.
Jay got me into. I don't know if you guys, because you know a lot about music. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. But he got me into this stuff a long time ago. It was from Dred Zeppelin. Did you ever?
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
Really?
They had the Elvis impersonator.
That was
for the
some
song.
good stuff right there. That was a lot of fun
Those
to
are
listen
catchy
to.
tunes, I gotta say.
I listened to that for a while. That was good stuff.
They were awesome.
Yeah.
Fans.
Hey, mama, said the way you move.
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now.
It's Czechoslovakia. It's like going into Wisconsin.
I got my ass
Shit
kicked.
kicked out of me in Wisconsin once.
All right.
Yeah, that was good. I remember. I haven't heard that in a long time. I'm ready to pull that up right now and listen to some of that. That was some great stuff.
I gotta say, I think Greg is going to really enjoy this episode,
Yeah.
even though he wasn't here.
Yeah, well, I think he's going to be sad.
He's going to have
Yeah,
a real
he's gonna be
productive day
sad,
at work
yeah.
on Friday.
Flat Greg's
I
been
love
enjoying
that.
the shit out of this.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You need to slow down, Flat Greg.
Flag
Settle
Greg.
down
Take
there.
it easy.
He's had a couple
Settle
too
it.
many beers.
Yep.
Take it easy, Flag.
Bringing up things like porn.
We're going to have to fold them up like a paper airplane and fly them home.
Fly-
That's all.
Yeah, Dred Zeppelin.
Yeah.
You guys are fans? Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Great stuff there. That's brings me back.
They have a deep, really deep
Catalog.
catalog.
I mean, think about it, right?
Very deep.
I'll tell you what. You guys will, probably have to stop up there and see this sometime. Every year at the I Go In on the Sack and Dog, they always have like once a month they'll have the Caribbean steel drum guys up there, playing stuff,
don't
right?
start John on the fucking steel drum.
He's my. He
there.
actually is my across the street neighbor.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
The Caribbean drum guy?
No.
Or the I Go In
the
guy?
owner of the I Go In.
Well, that's funny.
Yeah.
And there's and they're really good musicians, but the one guy's got a lisp when he sings. Oh, it's the most hilarious thing you've ever heard. I mean,
Does he sing with it?
Yeah,
because a lot of people with speech impediments don't sing with any problem. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people.
Yeah, for some reason, this guy, his lisp comes through on every song, and we just sit there and kind of go. All right. But then, for some reason, I'm not sure. There's only a couple of them, but they have like some obvious like trigger stuff, going on like a keyboard or something like that. And they've got like these sounds that they'll hit every once in a while that sound like stuff from like a 1980s video arcade. It's like. And stuff like that, and they throw that stuff in there. Add that in with a guy with a lisp. It's like a whole afternoon of entertainment.
You got to tell me when that's going on.
Yeah.
I'll take a boat ride down there.
I think I have a recording from when John got home today from work.
Guys.
You want to hear it?
I swear to God, I do not need this right now, okay? I got a judge that's just aching to throw me in jail. An idiot who wants to fight me for $200. Slaughtered pigs. Giant loud whistles.
I love that one.
I ain't slept in 5 days. I got no money, a dress code problem, and a little murder case, which in the balance holds the lives of 2 innocent kids. Not to mention your biological clock, my career, your life, our marriage, and let me see, what else could we pile on? Is there any more shit we could pile on to the top of the outcome of this case? Is it possible?
I love that movie. I love that movie.
The Two Utes.
That's one of my top 10 movies of all time as far as I'm concerned. I love that movie.
I really think Fred Gwynn should have gotten an Oscar for his role as a judge in that movie.
Absolutely.
Such a great movie.
I mean, because you don't picture him at all as Herman Munster when you see him in that movie at all.
He was awesome in that movie.
Yeah.
Wow. If he's here, who's running hell?
Bob's pulled up some good ones.
No, yeah, the owner of the I Go In is my across the street neighbor.
No kidding. That's
well, they made a good move then, because I remember when it was for sale, and if I was in any position to buy it, I probably would have, because they've made it a really nice place.
Yeah.
The only problem I have there is that they don't ever staff up enough during the busy times, and there's been times when you've gone in there and it takes you like 30 minutes to get a drink.
Oh, see, I've never gone to hang out, so I don't have any.
Got about 5 minutes.
We can do this. We can.
I haven't been there to. I think I did stop in there for a quick drink.
But the best thing you can ever get there is their loaded fries. Loaded French fries with tons of crumbled bacon on it, and then they give you the things, the ranch dressing to dip them in. Oh, it's like an orgasm on a plate, I swear to God.
I do not want to touch his ass.
That's a old one. Nice. Nice. Hold that up.
Bringing out the old stops, huh?
Nice. That's a good one.
Trying to get a few in
Pulled
here.
that one out of there.
Sweet mother of God, what is the holdup?
Oh, you got the the hotel one?
Oh, your favorite?
That is my favorite.
That is a great one.
I love that one.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that.
Fart out of her ass and hold it like a bongage.
Somebody said that to me. Something like
Fart
that.
out of her ass and hold it like a suck a fart out of her ass and hold it like a bongage.
That's a girl fart.
Hey, Mark, you're good.
I'm good.
You're
Crying
good.
like a little girl.
I haven't had a sip of wine in.
You're good.
No, thanks.
What, you can switch them on the fly like that?
What?
Talking about.
Yeah, he's swapping them in and out like crazy here.
I thought you were locked in once we started the show.
This one is.
Oh,
Because that's the one that's recording.
No, I can switch them up anytime. But...
anytime.
Oh. I thought.
I got that. We got that technology.
Yeah. You can build them bigger.
What are you doing? Are you finding my drop?
Loading a bunch of them.
Strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man.
Is that Clooney?
No, it's Buzz Lightyear.
Isn't Buzz Lightyear Clooney?
No.
Don't tell me you've seen some Buzz Lightyear porn too, John.
I haven't seen
Woody. After all, Woody's in there.
Woody should definitely have
to
some
go
porn,
there.
but I haven't seen it.
I've been searching.
Oh, here's one of John's favorites.
Clooney doesn't do Buzz?
Here's one of your
The
favorites.
Packers on a TiVo mission for the YOU.
The Packers.
It's Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess they do sound a little bit alike.
They do.
I'm the party pooper. I'm the party pooper.
I'm the body poop.
Potty pooper.
Fun with drops.
Yes.
Yeah, that could have been it. It could have been the soft mattress, or it could have been the midnight rape.
Oh, I could.
They all should have took place in my room. One of those probably added to the lack of sleep.
Another one. Another top 10 movie of mine for sure. Love that one. Man, that was a great
I don't
movie.
even remember this one. Oh, one I don't remember.
And don't shake your head. I'm not done yet. Wait till you hear the whole thing.
Sick, yeah.
Oh man! See, I got to get like 5 iPads.
You just gotta get like a computer with like a 30-inch screen.
Yep.
No, I
touch screen.
can't because I can't. These are only apps.
Yeah.
I can't do it on the computer. I tried. I tried so hard to get something on my computer so I could have that big screen and with a but no, nothing. Boop 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 boop. Yeah.
Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep beep. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ah! That's our theme song.
We're almost there. We're almost there, boys.
Are you looking for the one I want, or am I wasting my time?
Yeah, just you quiet.
Should be like alphabetical order or something. I'm sure you could sort it that way.
Why, you mother-grabbing bastard!
Well, somebody talk.
What's that guy who played Willy
Is this
Wonka?
moron number one?
You
Put
talking
moron
the
number 2
original?
on the phone.
Gene Wilder did the original.
Yeah, that's the voice I was trying to come up with.
Yeah, that's him.
I'm bad with names, but good with.
Yeah, you know who they are.
Yeah, I know it. Picture it. Oh, I could do that.
Jay's scratching over here.
Why don't you try getting jacked off under the table for the whole damn family and have some real problems?
Were they built for speed or built for fun? Built for speed or built for fun?
Your balls.
We are 15 seconds away. We're gonna do it.
Your balls are showing.
We need to finish it with John's favorite.
Yeah, that's what we need.
6.
That's how
5.
That's how we.
4,
Yeah, it's not coming that fast.
That's
1. We've made it to 151.
Here's one for Greg.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Which I feel like when Greg's here, we should have that one automatic on there.
Absolutely.
Could you milk me?
I can't find a damn one.
All right. Well, then what are you gonna do? We had an epic 151 show.
And I gotta say, we all learned a lot about John's
Yeah, what did we all learn?
perversion with.
I learned I'm never having a sleepover with John.
Come on, Chris. Let's watch cartoons.
My computer's definitely broken.
So let me see. So the degenerate has scared the serial killer.
Now we should all be scared, I think. I had some friends back when we were younger that they used to watch Bugs Bunny on Saturday mornings and smoke dope. They call it Bugs and Drugs.
So when the police are interrogating Chris, he goes, "Well, I got a guy for you."
Yeah,
It's like, I'll tell you what.
You don't want me.
There's a guy.
There's a guy.
You don't want me, but I know this guy that does this thing with cartoons.
I wish I was Beyonce.
All right, one more time.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at bobandjohnspodcast@gmail.com, on buzzsprout.com and iTunes, or
At Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram, or Facebook Live.
Funny car, summer.
And our YouTube channel and our Facebook page, Bob John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. And on... what the hell is it called? I don't know. Whatever.
And for all your 151 needs, go to 151online.com.
Untapped.
Oh, Untapped. Yeah. Untapped is Jay's Brew, and I'm going for 2,500.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I'm a ways away, but I got it.
That's a lot of beer.
We're gonna do it. It's a lot of
I think I'm still working on my 1,000.
I'm Captain Chaos.
To see my list of victims,
Companion.
go to Facebook Dead.
They all show up as little red pins on the
Yeah,
map.
it's mostly dental records. But
God Couple of hair strands.
I did say that. Would you say that?
Couple of teeth.
You know what? My wife would probably be a great partner for you to go out and do this stuff with, because all she watches is Criminal Minds and SVU.
Oh, nice.
Mine too.
Don't do that. They'll catch us with that.
Like me and John actually.
Why is she looking at me like that?
Like when we were having practices on Monday, she would be watching like the marathon of like Criminal Minds, and we'd be like, "Oh, it's Serial Killer Monday," and I'm like, "Oh, it's Rapey Killy Tuesday for SVU."
This is from like 1986, hon.
Well, she likes that one SVU, right?
SVU and Criminal Minds.
SVU is pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
The
it's so
shit
funny.
that really happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all based on
Because
true
me and John will be in the kitchens. We'll be in the kitchen talking or something like that, and she'll be watching a repeat of Criminal Minds and like screaming and yelling and everything. And John will walk in there being like, "Oh, it's Serial Killer Day."
It's not Monday.
That's what I like.
Sometimes it's not Monday.
The funny thing with the SVU people is they walk into a crime scene and they announce the obvious every time. You know, they like sit there and they're like, "Oh, looks like this man got raped in the ass and stabbed in the back." Well, yeah, we can see that right there on the TV screen.
What do you think the cause of death is?
It was either the raping or the killing.
Yeah. Or the killing and the raping and the killing, or the killing and the
Or a
raping.
combination of the two.
What's her name's hot though? The one detective.
Mariska Hargitay.
Ice-T?
Yeah, she's hot.
Isn't that just,
He works out.
Her mother is Mansfield, I
Mansfield.
think.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
I heard
shit.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mariska Hargitay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
good
You ever
genes.
notice all the shows with the FBI agents, whenever they enter a house or anything, nobody knows how to turn on a light switch?
That's a good point. Yeah.
All flashlights.
Yeah, why is that?
Yeah.
I'd look for the switch. It'd be a lot easier.
I know. It's like they're all wandering around with their flashlight and their guns out. It's like, this would be a lot easier if you turned the fucking lights on.
It's like I could save the agency thousands of dollars in battery costs every year if we just use the light switch.
We're ruining it. We're going over 151
Hear
now.
you talk, I will shove
Hey, as long as we made it there.
You shut your face. If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet. You hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, we were well over anyway, but you just don't.
Yeah.
When it gets going, you don't stop it.
Right, you can't stop. Can't stop perfect.
That's right. No. But we should get out.
I can.
All right.
All right.
That's all, folks.
Since I have an empty glass, here's to episode 151.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers,
It was
boys.
fun.
Sure.
Thanks for the beer, Jay.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, Flat Greg.
Bye.
See you next week, Flat
You
Greg.
didn't say shit this episode, Flat.
Hello.
He added
Damn you.
no content at all.
I know.
You're really carrying your weight here.
Lead singer slacker. Forgets his mic stand, doesn't say shit on the podcast.
Really.
You had one job,
Prima
Greg.
donna. You had one job, Greg.
Good job, Greg.
I had the thing packed so tight, and then I shut that door, and I looked right over, and there's this fucking microphone stand. I'm like, fuck.
Text Tom. He'll
Text
pick it up.
Tom. Tom had to swing down to pick up one fucking microphone
It was
stand.
sitting out there in the snow all lonely.
Because we were like, John's like, I want to stop and get some food. I'm like, all right, we better leave now. I'll just put this out for Tom out there.
And once again this week, nobody noticed I wrote penis in the snow.
I noticed it.
Jay notices cock.
I saw the penis.
He loves the cock.
I saw the penis. Can't ignore the penis.
I love that you showed the house the one weekend,
And there was
cock and balls in your snow.
yeah.
I consider myself a bit of an avant-garde artist.
Yeah. After I told my wife that, she's like, that's probably why we didn't sell the fucking place. It's all Tom's fault.
Yep.
Tom.
Oh my God, they probably loved it and saw that and said, no way.
That was the cock and balls.
Damn, that's nasty.
Nope. That
All
was
right.
it.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Stadler? Yeah, what? Is that it? Yes, it's over. How'd you like it? I don't know. I slept through the whole thing. Well, you didn't miss much.
Looking for a little slab and pickle.